for joining me today. I'm going to be making some shrimp, I guess they're tapas. They're shrimp skewers. I got these at Aldi. They were in their sales section, so I thought I'd grill those tonight. And I'm also gonna be serving those with some Mexican rice. So let's get started. So today I'm gonna be making my Mexican rice in the Instant Pot. I thought that might be a nice, easy way to do it. So let me show you what I'm doing. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm taking a half of a stick of butter and I'm just melting that. I'm putting it on the saute mode and I'm gonna be browning my rice. And as soon as I get this all browned up, I'm gonna be showing you what I'm gonna be adding to it. But it's very important when you're browning your rice in Mexican rice that you really keep an eye on it. You wanna make sure that the rice gets nice and toasted, but you don't want it to burn. So I'm just going to continue melting this butter. As I said, I've got this on saute mode, and I'm gonna just be keeping an eye on this and making sure that this rice gets nice and browned. Now I usually cook up my Spanish rice in an cast iron skillet, but for whatever reason, I have looked everywhere and I can't find my skillet. So tonight I'm just gonna be trying this out in the Instant Pot. This is the first time for me, but I see it does have a rice setting on here, and I've been wanting to make it in the Instant Pot, so I thought tonight it might be a good time. I can try it out with all of you. Now I've got some homemade chicken broth that I canned a while back. I've got some tomato paste that I'm going to be adding to this as soon as the rice is all browned up, and then I'll show you the seasonings that we have in just a few moments. So as you can see, my rice is starting to brown up. It's just looking really beautiful. At this point, I'm going to add a few onions to it. Now, I don't want the onions to cook up all the way, but I do want them to kind of just heat up. I'm going to be adding some chicken broth. For flavor. And then I've also got a little bit of tomato paste. I have some tomato sauce, but it's only a really large container of it, so I decided today just to add a little bit of tomato paste. So to this mixture, I'm going to be adding a little bit of fresh garlic. I'm sorry, it's jarred garlic, but it's very good. I'm going to be putting in 1 bouillon cube. This is a chicken bouillon, although you can make this with a beef broth if you prefer. I think chicken is the more standard way to do it. I've got a little bit of onion powder, not too much. I'm kind of at the end of my container there. And I've got a little bit of paprika, just a little bit of that. I've got some salt, not much salt because of the bouillon, a little bit of pepper. I am going to add about a teaspoon of ground cumin. So let me get that for you. Actually, I'm going to do a half of a teaspoon of the cumin. Maybe putting that in. And I'm also going to be putting in a little bit of my seasoning. I think this is going to require a little bit more water. I put a little bit over a cup of rice in my container here, and it is starting to boil. But I want to put some of my herbs in here. And these are my homestead patch herbs that I grow right out of my herb garden. They're really, really, really good. They add a lot of flavor to everything that you're cooking. And so I think at this point I am going to add a little bit more water. I want to make sure I have enough water to cook up this rice. So at this point, I'm going to turn it off. And I'm going to turn the Instant Pot on. Like so. I'm going to set it to seal. And then I'm just going to hit the rice button. And it's going to cook it for 12 minutes. And then I'm going to let it do a natural release. And we'll see how it looks as soon as it's done. Well, the Spanish rice is done along with my skewers that I cooked on the grill. It looks very good. I'm gonna go ahead and just put some of this on my plate. I'm having it with a little bit of fresh asparagus. And let me just sample the rice. As you can see, it's nice and fluffy and beautiful. It came out great in the Instant Pot. So I'm gonna give it a try. It's a little hot, so I gotta go a little slow today. Very good. Very good and very easy. I'm gonna try that again sometime. Thanks for joining me. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing, ringing the bell for new notifications when videos are uploaded, and a like would really be appreciated. So thank you so much for joining me. Have a great day. Bye-bye.